Hey, friends. How are you? I just wanted to come live on here for a sec. I know that I am on my personal profile, and there's a reason for that. I just wanted to come live and chat with you guys for a second about something I'm really, really, really super excited about. If you've been watching me for a while on my journey, I'm gonna make sure no one's commenting on my Facebook. I'm on Zoom, but if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I have been on this crazy, amazing, incredible journey of being a health and wellness coach for a long time, guys. I've been on my own healing journey now for what? It's been 11 years, over a decade. I've been on my healing journey, and you know that I love to exercise. I began working out when I was like a little toddler. I remember seeing my mom in the front room doing Jack LaLanne from her TV. We'd grab our little sippy cups and our blankets, and we would try to join her on her little workouts. So I think from a very young age, it got inputted into my brain the importance of exercise. But I can't say I really jumped in for real until my late teens. But it's something I've always been very passionate about. I've had times where I stopped, started. Remember when my kids were little, it got really hard to go to the gym. I used to be a gym rat. I used to go there 7 days a week, 3 hours a day, the 80s. It was insane. But I just kind of fell away from it. And so when I became a health and wellness coach, I really didn't know anything though about nutrition, guys, at all. So when I began my journey, I didn't know. I did this 21-day detox, had to go to the Whole Foods and said, what the heck is quinoa? What is millet? Guys, I knew nothing. I knew nothing. But, I've been on this journey now for a while. And although I was doing the crazy exercises, I was eating healthy foods, I was doing all the right things. And as I hit menopause and other stuff started to happen, I began to realize that something was wrong. Like my weight kept going up instead of going down. It was nuts. I didn't know what was happening to me. Honestly, I just didn't know it. And to be quite honest, I was getting angry at my body. You're supposed to be doing these things. I'm a health and wellness coach. I lead hundreds of people into health and fitness, and I can't be like this. This is not okay. I'm doing all the right things. What is happening? And I was honestly just getting angry. I was mad at my body. It was not working the way I had designed it to. I thought it was designed to work, and I was doing all the right things. So it's what's the deal? What's the dealio? What's happening? And it wasn't until, and the scale kept going up, guys, kept going up. I had lost 20 pounds when I first started and went through menopause and all that stuff. And the scale kept going up. And I was like, what the what? What's going on? And, was I doing all the right things? Yeah, pretty much. I didn't read the labels, guys. And that's another thing I'm going to talk about in a minute. But I wasn't reading the labels. So you don't know all the hidden sugars and things you're taking in that you don't know. You think you're doing okay, but there's hidden things you might not realize. But in any event, for me, it all came to head I think it was, what was it, in 2021, right? Actually 2020, the fall of 2020, I started to get massive stomach pain. We had this beautiful garden in our backyard, and I had these beautiful cherry tomatoes, and I was eating them. And then I started to get sick, and I was like, what's happening? I had pain. My stomach would bloat up like crazy. And I had pain. And I, called the doctor, and yeah, we think you have diverticulitis. So they gave me all these antibiotics. Well, long story short, remember my story was it never got better. It just got worse. Eventually I ended up on antibiotics with a high fever, went to ER. This is before, all the crazy COVID stuff had happened. Well, actually it had started to happen already. But anyway, the event, I ended up in the doctor's office, and they're like, yeah, you have diverticulitis. So they sent me home with more antibiotics. Then, a couple of weeks later, I'm back with a high fever again. They're like, oh, actually it's your appendix. You need an emergency appendectomy. Had that. Okay. So we're talking, I was like, how many months on antibiotics? So that's so bad right there and then. But it wasn't until after that I just didn't get better. And I was like, what is going on? And I switched doctors to Stanford, and they're like, everything's fine. You're fine. You can eat anything you want now. Everything's good. Your gut is fine. Just take Metamucil. Well, guys, it never stopped. I just had pain. I had pain in my gut still. And they were saying, you're fine. And so finally, it wasn't, I went to visit my sister last summer in July. and she had her bonus daughter was doing, she's in medical school, and she was doing an internship at this Christian God-filled MD, and she was doing her internship there. And she was, hey, you need to go see Dr. Paul. I was like, okay, made an appointment, went to see him, and it was like life changing, you guys. It was at this moment where he helped me realize that I was eating all these foods that were healthy foods, but they weren't healthy for me. My body had intolerances to these foods. So, and all combined with all the antibiotics my poor gut had gone through, you know, your gut, your microbiome and your gut flora is like, your gut is the source of everything. If your gut is off, you're going to gain weight. You're going to have cravings. You're going to have pain in your abs. You're going to have bloating. You're going to have all the, you know, skin issues, you know, all these crazy things happen to our bodies when our gut is not healthy. So it wasn't until I went through this process of elimination, guys, I had to take this food allergy blood test. And a lot of doctors say that it's nonsense. And, you know, you can't go by it 100%. All I know is for me, I had to go through this long process of figuring out what I was intolerant to. And I had all these foods I had to avoid, as well as all these foods that were moderate. I had a avoid list and a moderate list until my gut healed. And I'm still on that journey actually, where we just cut it all out. So part of that for me was so many things: turmeric, ginger, you know, all these things. You guys remember me, all my recipes I was posting of all this amazing healthy food that my body was intolerant to. Now, again, I'm not 100% sure if that was because of all the crazy antibiotics I had, that messed up my gut to where it got to that point. I don't really know yet, but I'm still on my journey of trying to avoid the foods that I know I'm intolerant to. But guys, let me just tell you this, that once I took away those foods that my body was intolerant to, and I started to add some gentle supplements into my body to rebuild my microbiome, which I'm still doing. It was life changing, guys. I began to drop weight. Like I had already lost like 20 pounds, I think it was, from the whole diverticulitis, appendectomy. I had already lost weight because I wasn't eating anything. I was so afraid to eat at that point because I didn't know, I was still in pain. I didn't know what was happening to my body. So it wasn't until I began the elimination process of taking all these foods out. And then I have not let a lot of them back in because I know that I have intolerances to them. And I started to gently add supplements that are going to help my microbiome, to help my gut get to a better place of health. Okay. But after that, and I also eliminated sugar. That's another whole point of my journey, is I took away sugar as well. But just by doing those things, guys, I dropped another 10 pounds. Like I am at my lowest weight I have been, I think, since high school, maybe even middle school. I can't remember when I've been this weight. And I'm going to share some pictures today. You guys are going to see some pictures I'm going to share. And it's kind of embarrassing because, you know, those pictures never get easy, but they're the pictures I took right before January of before all the crazy happened. January of last year, I was working out, you know, up until when I had the appendectomy. Like I didn't know what was going on. And you can see I was heavy, guys. It's just from January to January. You see my pictures and you'd be like, what the what? But guys, it was because my gut was so unhealthy. I was eating healthy foods that weren't healthy for my body. They weren't healthy for my body, and they were causing so many issues. And now I'm like the lowest weight I've ever been. I feel so much better. Like I don't have any more of that gut pain. Like we went to vacation last week. If you guys saw, I went to Riviera May, which is my business. I earned that vacation, right? And so I was like, oh my gosh, like I actually have another vacation that's starting on the 19th, which I'm going to let that one go. That's at Dominican Republic, the Hard Rock all inclusive, with the actual company. Everyone's going, and I earned that trip. And I've already paid for it, honestly. But I'm like, I just chose to take the one last week instead because I like that location better. And it was kind of one of those things where I just wanted to, you know, I was afraid to do it, to be honest. I was like, man, what am I going to eat? Like, I don't drink alcohol because I'm trying to also heal my generational non-alcohol fatty liver disease. So I'm trying to reverse that thing. So I don't do sugar. I don't do alcohol for that purpose. But sugar, I'll never let back in because I realized how much it was making me just so unhealthy. Anyways, it's another whole topic. But it was really hard last week, you guys. Like I was the only person probably to be at an all-inclusive resort that was starving because all the foods. Okay, what are your allergies? Can't have gluten, can't have wheat, can't have baker's yeast, can't have dairy, can't have eggs. it was like, can't have black pepper, so many, so many things that they cooked with. So I had to like do like, okay, I could do corn, but I don't usually eat corn because corn just isn't healthy anyways. And who knows if it's organic and the GMOs. Anyways, guys, it was nuts. So this week I'm working on getting my gut health a little bit back again because I had some gut pain because I was eating some stuff that I had no choice. And I had to just do it, had to survive. So I ate what I could. But guys, I am so flippin' excited about this thing that's coming out tomorrow. Now, I only wish that I had had this information and this tool in my tool belt that's coming out tomorrow when I began my healing journey. I had to go through this whole year of all this crazy, trying to figure out what was wrong, process of elimination. If only I had the tools that say, hey, these are the foods you need to avoid. These are the most likely culprits that are causing your problems. Take these out, put these in, do these gentle exercises that are going to, non-impact, they're going to fuel your body, help you get your body move, which helps your gut health as well. If I had had this tool, like it would have been a way shorter healing process for me than what I just had to go through to get to where I am today. This is a tool I'm so flippin' excited about because just about every single person I know, every single person, you hear so many people say they have gut pain, they have bloating, they're doing all the right things, the weight's going up instead of going down, all the things that I went through. And now we have this amazing 4-week gut protocol tool that will give you 4 weeks of videos, will give you a specific diet that you can follow to help eliminate the obvious foods that could be causing you some issues. Now, I've already lived through this, so I'm an overcomer with this. So I'm like, I have authority in this area. I'm so excited about that. But I have an incredible knowledge about it because I just went through this whole process myself, but I didn't have this tool at the time, and I wish that I did. So I'm gonna get this tool myself. It opens up for me tomorrow and all of you tomorrow if you're interested. I'm gonna have my husband. He's so awesome. I always drag him and link arms with him and make him do all these things with me, and he needs to because he just came out from vacation. He had margaritas every single day. Sweets and treats every single day. So he needs this just as much as I do. And then I'm hoping to get maybe my son, my daughter, a couple of people on board to join me with this. We're all going to start together. It's only 4 weeks. So I just want to encourage you, if you have any of the symptoms I talked about, if you've been doing the right things, having gut pain, gut bloating, not able to lose the weight, and just want to overall be healthier, guys. When we get our gut flora and our microbiome in a healthy place, our body begins to work it the way it was designed to work, the way God created us to be. We were designed not to live in pain all the time. We were designed to be able to enjoy the whole healthy foods the Lord created for us. But when we have these intolerances that I ignored for 55 years, it got to the point where it just hit heads and I was just in trouble. Like it was a bad situation for me. So I want to encourage you that put your email below or say me, put a heart below, and I will shoot you some information. There's no strings attached. I'm not going to harass you about it, but I just want to give you the information to see if this could be for you. I honestly don't know who it could not be for, to be honest with you, because everybody needs a healthy gut. We all need this, whether you are thin, whether you're overweight. It's not about the weight, really, honestly, although for me, it was a big impact on my weight because I had so much inflammation. My joints hurt, my muscles hurt, everything hurt all the time because I was eating the wrong foods, causing inflammation, causing gut issues, which again, regulates everything. It's kind of like, our core gets our back strength. If you have back problems, probably you have a weak core, right? And so this is another thing. Our gut is like the flora that really everything flows from. So your skin, if you have, skin issues, if you have, like, I know I have what's called, they call it eczema. So I know my gut's not fully healed yet because I know when my skin condition completely goes away, I know that my gut is healed. So I've been on this journey, I said, for a year. And I'm so much better. Like I can't even compare it, but I still have some gut things. I know I do because my skin is still healing. So, but you might have other stuff. Like I used to have way more stuff on my face than I do now. My skin is amazing. But because my gut health is better, I still have a little bit of residuals I'm working on. But if you notice any of those things, let me just tell you, this is going to be for you. and I have already overcome it. I've worked through it. So I would be honored to walk with you through this journey to get your gut into a healthier place, to help your body respond the way God created it to be, and to help you feel better, look better, and just be healthier. We want to live, I always say that I want the last of my life to be the best of my life. So I want to encourage you that this is for you. And I would just be honored to be able to walk with you on this journey. Just let me know if you're interested. I will give you all the information. It does not launch until tomorrow. So I don't even have access to it yet, but I plan to get on board right away. We have a VIP early access. And it's going to be an incredible, awesome, life-changing thing. Like we've had some things that I have loved. I love the 3-day mini cleanse. I talk about it all the time. Of the 21-day detox, which is amazing if you never detox your body. But this is a little different. We're not detoxing. What we're doing is we're really getting your gut into a healthier place. So that way your gut flora and your gut microbiome is what it's supposed to be. Those are two different things. They kind of relate to each other, but this is something that's only 4 weeks. I think it's something anyone can do. And it's a good starting place. I hope that everyone will start here. I've said this so many times, but this is like the best place to start to get yourself to figure out what you're intolerant to and to start eliminating those things that are causing those problems so you're able to step into your best health and feel better, look better, and just be healthier. So love you so much. Bless you guys. Let me know if you're interested. And I would be so honored to walk alongside you on this journey and help you see the overcome just like I have and help you see the success that I have had with eliminating these foods from my diet and being able to live my best life that I have right now. So love you so much. Bless you. And I hope to see you join me in this amazing, incredible journey. Bye-bye.